Good afternoon everyone. My name is Abhijit Ghosh. I am an assistant professor with BBA department, and today we are taking up a very important topic in terms of innovation and the value proposition fit. So the topic is a part of the session which is innovation prototype validation, converting innovation in startup, or session on achieving value proposition fit and business fit. So part of that session, our today's topic is innovation validation and value proposition fit. So moving ahead, innovation validation. To understand innovation validation, we must understand what is innovation. Innovation involves transforming creative concepts into tangible outcomes and improve efficiency and address unmet needs along with the effectiveness. So please keep your focus on the words efficiency, effectiveness and unmet needs. These are very important part of innovation. Now, understanding innovation, we must understand what is innovation validation. So innovation validation is a process of assessing whether a new idea, product or service is feasible, desirable and viable before it fully developed and launched in the market. So innovative ideas and how that innovative ideas get validation is very important in terms of how it is a viable idea, how much it is desirable and how feasible it is to be fully developed and launched in the market. But to reach up to this stage of innovation validation, we must understand that there are certain processes involved. The processes involved are market research, your prototyping and testing, feedback analysis and feasibility assessment. So when we talk about innovation validation, we must understand that very important factor is market research. So market research, what it does, it will research and understand the needs and preferences, behaviors of the target market, which includes identifying existing gaps or problems that the innovation can address. The second part is prototyping and testing. Now what is prototyping and testing? As the word itself suffices, developing a minimum viable product or prototype to test the core features of the innovation. This stage also involves iterative testing and refining based on feedback. So we understand that prototype and testing will provide us an idea how things will be a viable one, how the product and services will be able to cater the customers' unmet needs. Now the third part is feedback analysis. So in this term, feedback analysis, this stage, collecting and analyzing feedback from potential users to gauge their responses to the innovation is important part of the feedback analysis. This helps in making necessary adjustments to improve the product or service. Now the fourth part is feasibility assessment. Now feasibility assessment is actually evaluating the technical, financial and operational feasibility of the whole innovation, the whole idea, which is now taking a shape of a prototype, and we are moving from one step to another to understand how feasible the idea is to become a fully operational product or service. So here it also includes assessing the resources and potential challenges that are there. Suppose for example, if you talk about a tech giant or tech startup, for say, planning to develop a mobile app must consider the availability of skilled developers, hardware and software licenses, among few other necessities. So moving ahead, innovation validation step, we shall understand it by a very famous example of Ola. We all know that Ola provides a very convenient taxi service, and it's an app-based service. So now, how Ola moved ahead with its stages of innovation validation. So through market research, Ola identified a gap in urban transportation where reliable and affordable options are almost lacking. The second stage was prototyping and testing. They developed a prototype app and tested it with a small group of users to understand its viability. Then, through that application and the process of prototyping and testing, feedback were collected from the initial users, and it helped refine the app and its services. Evaluated operational logistics, financial models and scalability before full-scale launch were the part of feasibility assessment. So these 4 steps which we have seen earlier, through an example of Ola, we can relate the innovation validation steps that were taken up by Ola. Now the second part of our topic is value proposition fit. Now to understand value proposition fit, we must understand what is value proposition. So in very simple terms, value proposition is a statement that summarizes why a customer would choose your product or service. In very simple terms, please tell me the benefit and the advantage your product will offer. This is the plain and simple customer query that will arise before the customer can actually go for the product and use it. So that is the understanding of value proposition. Now to understand value proposition fit, it refers to the alignment between the product or services value proposition and the needs and preferences of the target market. It ensures that the innovation provides compelling benefits that resonate with the customers. That is why we have tried to understand right at the beginning the unmet needs, because those unmet needs are the pain areas of the customer which customer would always like to fulfill and would wait for a better product to come in the market to cater those pain areas. So through this image we can understand that in one hand it's value proposition where the gain creations, the pain relievers and the product and the services will comprise and will focus on the customer profile by providing them the pain areas relieving, the gains that they will have and the jobs to be done by utilizing such products. Moving ahead again, steps for value proposition fit. There are certain steps are there which will help us to understand what value proposition fit does and how it moves. So the first step will be identifying the customer needs. Second one is defining the value proposition. Third one is aligning features and benefits. Testing and refining is the last part that we'll look at. Now to understand. The first part which says that identifying customer needs, which means that understanding the specific problems, desires and the pain points of the target audience. Defining the value proposition, which means that clearly articulating the unique benefits and the value that the product or service offers to the customer, aligning the features and benefits, ensuring that the product's features and benefits directly address the identified customer needs and preferences. Testing and refining. It means that the product or the service will continuously test the value proposition with the target market and keep on refining it based on the feedback and its appeal and effectiveness to be enhanced in a way to enhance the appeal and effectiveness. So moving ahead and understand the value proposition fit by our example Ola. The first heading, that is identifying customer needs. So while Ola designing its value proposition fit, the first topic, identifying customer needs. Ola understood that unreliable transportation is a major pain area for the customer looking for a viable, reliable transportation service. Traditional taxis and auto rickshaws were often unreliable, with issues like refusal to take certain routes and erratic pricing. Safety concerns. It's a major concern where many commuters, especially women, working women, had safety concerns while using public or traditional private transport. Convenience. There was a need for a convenient booking system that did not require standing on the street to hail a ride. Cost effectiveness. Commuters needed an affordable alternative to traditional taxis and auto rickshaws. So these are the Ola's practice of identifying customer needs as a part of value proposition fit. The next part is defining the value proposition. How did Ola cater that? Ease of booking. Ola provided a mobile app that allowed users to book rides easily from their smartphones. Reliability. The app showed estimated arrival times, ensuring that the user knew when their ride would arrive. Transparent pricing. The app provided upfront pricing so the users knew the cost before booking, which eliminates fair negotiation and surprises. Safety features. As we discussed, Ola introduced safety features like ride tracking, SOS button and driver verification to enhance passenger safety. Variety of option. Ola offered various ride options from economical rides like Ola Micro, Ola Mini, to premium services like Ola Prime, catering to different customer segments as per their taste. Aligning features and benefits. A user-friendly app. The Ola app was designed to be intuitive and easy to use, simplifying the booking process. Customer support. Ola established a robust customer support system to address issues promptly, enhancing customer trust and satisfaction. Driver network. Ola built a large network of drivers, ensuring availability and reducing wait times for the customers. Safety measures like ride tracking and emergency contacts provided reassurance to the passengers, especially during the late hours. Testing and refining. Ola launched pilot programs. Before launching in new cities, Ola often ran pilot programs to understand the local transportation dynamics and user preferences. Feedback loops. Ola actively sought feedback from both drivers and passengers to identify pain points and areas for improvement. Innovation. Ola regularly introduced new features and services such as Ola Play, that is in-car entertainment, and Ola Share, that is ride sharing, to meet evolving customer needs. So in all these features, in all these steps, please understand the major requirement for an innovation. The whole idea of this cab service through a mobile app generated from a simple pain area of a youth waiting in rain outside airport to travel to his home in Noida. There were no cabs. Cabs were reluctant and charging erratic prices because they knew that in harsh weather they are calling the shots. So this young man understood this pain area and took a step forward, evolved Ola application, and this whole understanding today we are having through innovation and how value proposition fit is there is just because how innovative ideas can be put through test and can be useful into a successful product or service. With this, I would like to thank you all for your attention, and we can now open the session for any queries or any doubt clearing. Thank you everyone for your time and patience.